Come here.
As leaders, recognize that good governance is more than just mere obligation. It is an economic imperative. It is key to unlocking our national potential. And I stand here very humbly as one of that leaders that are in position of ensuring that we have good and purposeful governance. It's no longer just a duty, it's a responsibility that we have to be held accountable for. It's a conversation that we must be ready to stand in the middle of any meeting, hands up, and be able to defend. Yes, we will make mistakes. Yes, we might not have all of the T's crossed and all of the I's crossed. But if we have a strong conviction and we're persuaded with our belief that we're doing the right thing, not just when you feel like you're doing the right thing at all times, then you must be able to stand up and say that you're on the path of good governance. And we've said it, that it is indeed a critical path that can ensure that our country will never go back into regret. And so we see that today we know that transparency, accountability, and trust cornerstone of any private economy. These are just where the principles are absent, nations continue to suffer. And I can mention, let's as the other than let's we might not have all of these outcomes, but if we are convinced that we're taking the right decisions and making the right steps, with some of the things that we are actually experiencing, which indeed the ministers, what we call the coordinating ministers of economy this morning for 15 people. And he said that I was, and he said to me that some of these points that we subnationals are going to be major beneficiaries. And that is critical. Because those some of the things that we say that in a clear federated unit, the people that are closest to the citizens, are not only at the subnational, they are even further down. That's where you feel the pain. And if the minister can assure me and tell me that we will be the major beneficiaries, then we don't have excuses. We certainly don't need to get our acts together as subnational, be able to think and work with them. And when those opportunities arrive and come in, that we must have programs, we must have plans to be able to execute it and quality of life for our citizens. We have seen that the devastating consequences of poor governance, where corruption and inefficiency strike growth and erode trust in institutions. But this year has also shown us that with strong government institutions, effective leaders, and an unwavering commitment to transparency, we can build a strong and a thriving economy. I think the institutions also have that responsibility. You are major players in the private sector. You also need to be able to learn and stretch your hands into the public sector. Don't ever say that it is monkey business. I don't need monkey. That is one area we don't want to go to. This is our country. It's a sector, it's an industry that we're called to come and serve. Let us bring our heads up. Let us say to ourselves, I will go there and I will go and do the right thing. But we can also not just work with the people in the public sector alone. The institute must, as a responsibility, look for training, look for conversations, look for things that can also help players in the public sector, so that we all can be speaking the same language. And we all can see that, yes, we're the same coin, we're just on two different sides of the coin. And so here I stand, as a leader in Lagos, we want to further commit ourselves that we will continue to ensure that values of transparency is not just a lip service, it's something that we must work and live. And we want to have it in every facet of our administration. We have launched reforms to strengthen our institutions, to promote transparency, and ensure that accountability cuts across all sectors in our government. Are there barriers? Yes. Are there people that continue to give us unfavorable news? Yes. So somebody could go, on a building, construction site, and the person is asking for gratification. My request is, why would you give somebody gratification because you want to come and inspect the property that you are constructing? just for the officer to know that you have sought approval for 3 floors. You are not planning to do 7 floors. You are not planning to do 5 floors. What you have gotten approval for is only 3 floors. But when it comes to site and you realize that you have overbuilt, because the jurisdiction of the area says you can only do 4 or 5 floors, you want to do 7 floors to maximize the return, then you think the next is to compromise that officer. Yes, it might actually get compromised, but indeed, you are the one that is the biggest loser, because you are the one that has further enslaved and further brought down the quality of public sector governance in our country and in our state. Because really what will happen is to have that conversation and see the need or a reason why you want to do 7 floors as against compromising that guy to want to build more than what he's gotten approval for. And so when I get requests, I say that people say that the fees that I'm asking for is very high. I say that yes, the fees are high because I don't want you to, having paid that high fee, have any money to bribe anybody. Because what will happen is if you are paid the right fees and you're paid so much and it's taken out of the... When that officer comes and wants to try anything, not only will you come out very hard on me, you will tell him that I'm reporting you all. You do something that will show that you don't have any spare keys in your pocket because you put everything, for government. And so one of the things you ask is, has the government not provided you very good to bring you here? I did not give you extra allowance to ensure that you stay further day and do the right thing. And if you say no, then you can't.
So this is Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State speaking at the 2024 Annual Directors Conference holding right now in Lagos. This year's theme is Good Governance as a Catalyst for Economic Recovery, Growth and Development, and it will examine and exploit the overarching relevance, implications and effects of good governance in stimulating economic rebirth, engendering growth and facilitating an all-encompassing development in Nigeria. We'll be bringing you all the big speeches and, of course, continue now. On this note, we'll be wrapping up Jasiri for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 10 a.m. West African time. It's back now to the governor.
Either from our church, from our mosque, from our community development, that's where change begins to happen. So that last officer does not drop from anywhere. Is a reflection of a larger problem in society that we all must ensure that we solve. I bring about. So you see that government alone certainly cannot achieve a sustainable progress. The private sector plays a critical role in advancing good governance. Part of the things that we need to give you access so that you can reach us, you can report, you can allege, you can advise, you can criticize, whatever it is that you see that you want changes from. The private sector plays a critical role in advancing good governance by adhering to ethical business practices, investing in sustainable initiatives, and insisting on transparency in governmental dealings. We can create an environment that fosters transparency and economic stability. Together, I believe strongly we can build that gap between our intentions and our actions. And so this conference, in my view, is a powerful platform for dialogue, for conversation, for knowledge sharing, and more importantly, for collaboration. I'm confident that the discussions here will yield not just rhetoric, but there will be actionable insights that will drive economic recovery and development. There's no better person than Mr. President can say that our Minister for Economic Development, who has that huge responsibility to advise, to tax, to ensure that he leads and everybody follows. And I know he's a great article. He will lead us well. And so this is ladies and gentlemen, these are collective responsibilities to promote the values that underpin good governance, that advances the future, where economy, environment of our state empowers and uplifts our citizens. In closing, I want to commend our Institute President once again, Alhaji Tijani Road, the board of directors, and all members of these great institutions for your dedication to promoting ethical leadership and transparency in corporate governance. I'm hoping when I leave this public sector, you people will absorb me back again. I will not say that I'm in bed for a long time. Your efforts are essential to our shared vision of a Nigeria that thrives on accountability and excellence. I therefore want to wish us the very best on our fruitful deliberations and an inspiring conference that I know will help all of us as a nation. Thank you very much for